Hi, my lovelies. Welcome to Love, Lauren, where we discover the beauty within so that we can experience it all around us. Looking into our own darkness isn't an easy work, but it is necessary to clear the patterns and programs running quietly in the background. So come on in, take your shoes off, get comfortable, and grab your drink of choice. And if you're ready to meet the most authentic version of yourself, welcome home. Hi, my lovelies. Happy Sunday. Why am I hearing? Okay, I'm okay. I just heard happy fall equinox, which I don't know what's going to be, if something is what's coming or going on in the fall equinox. Yo no say, but I just heard happy fall equinox. So if that is of some significance to you, I sure want to hear about it. So we go from the fall equinox to the winter solstice, to the spring equinox, to the summer solstice, to the fall equinox. Summer solstice will be in June. And then the fall equinox. When is the fall equinox? I'm gonna have to look that up. Okay. I know. Okay. So here we go. My intention when I sat down to record this video was that we look into worthy and clear. Since we are in the residual energies of the full moon in Scorpio. Oh, wow. And I want, and I wanted to see if there was anything being offered to us from there. And I sat down to record. Okay, so as you all may or may not know, well, I think I mentioned it, but actually I used to have a YouTube channel, I think two, and my God, today. Hindsight 2020, my nervous system was like, oh my God, people are seeing us. Shut this shit down, we're not ready. I didn't know that then, but hindsight is 2020, so I had two channels. One was like documenting my weight loss journey. I would do like little videos while I was out Ubering and waiting on people. And then I would do my tarot. Ended up shutting that down because I was like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassing. I'm so cringe. Like, instead of just acknowledging like growth and like, hey mama, you know what? Shouts out to you for endurance and all the things that you've done. Like, you really are kind of the shit. But I canceled that channel. So then I created another channel where it was just focused on doing strictly tarot readings. And I started getting exposure. Hindsight 2020, the nervous system was like, bitch, we aren't ready. What is this? People are knowing us. We're getting comments. What do you do? Freak out, freak out, freak out, freak out, right? So shut that shit down. So then we come to this channel, which I've been kind of like finding the way with. So I have shied away from tarot on here. And so when I set out to record today, now I do have my tarot because I was going to do a recording for something else. But I was describing the day because today's Sunday, so happy Sunday. Today's also a 9 day, and it is May 3rd, 2026. So we have change, communication, new beginnings, which brings in a transition to the next level. And then the word that came to mind was fresh. Today feels fresh. And I feel like I'm on the playground at recess, and like I'm seeing my friend girls and we're like hopscotching and doing the what is that thing? The seesaw. Oh, the seesaw and the tire. Like, that's the energy that I feel. Because the first video that I started recording was like, oh my gosh, hi friends. Hey girl. Like, that's how I feel. It's like, hey bitch. So it feels very fresh. And so I'm talking, right? I'm talking. And Spirit's like, pull from your deck. It showed the Sun card. So first of all, the Sun card, this is such an exquisite card. Oh, mama. Oh, this card is beautiful. The Sun card in this deck, and I'm using the Hoodoo Tarot. The Sun card is big mama. Take that in, like. And then on this Sunday, and I know somebody's granny, I shade a granny. I know somebody's granny is throwing down on some food today. Mother's Day is coming up. Shouts out to all the moms. But her crown is lit. The sun, she has the skeleton key on her neck. Come on. And although this is the Sun card, it's very much giving me subconscious, Mama Universe. The answers are within, like, knock and the door shall be answered type of energy. So shouts out to Mama Universe. And cornbread. Corn is the, what do they call it? The food of the gods. Because I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, what is it? That corn was created by the gods for, did corn start in Mesoamerica? But yeah, it was like a creation. But with that being said, that gives me alchemy energy. Because to take cornmeal and eggs, and what else do you need for cornbread? Sugar, milk, salt, baking powder, baking soda. I don't know. I just know Jiffy, and you pour it in and you add your milk. If you want to add you some honey, you add you 1 egg, and she's good to go. But taking all of those separate elements and like creating this delicious side dish, or it could be a main meal. If you want to put you some cornbread and milk with a little bit of sugar, so good. Anyway, so this card wanted to come out as we were about to talk about worthy and clear, and I guess that's why, because oh my god, because fresh. The Sun card in the tarot deck is the most positive card. Oof. You can't make this shit up. The Sun card in the tarot deck is the most positive, most radiant card in the deck. And in the traditional tarot, I think it's a child, or is it just the sun? A child. I think there is like a child, and then there's the sunshine, which also signals to me like freshness, new beginnings. But this card wanted to come out, so because I wanted to talk to y'all, and you know what, that is true. I wanted to talk to y'all about the full moon in Scorpio energy and how y'all have been feeling leading up to and now as we're in the aftermath. Because for me, okay, and it's not TMI, like we're all grown here. And if me talking about my cycle triggers you, then this ain't it. So my cycle started sometime, I think it was like Wednesday. And things that had been leading up to this moment, I knew it was going to be a major release, because things were coming up surrounding my worth and my value and things that I desire and things that I will and will not accept from myself, first and foremost. And then how does that translate out to others? And I think I'm gonna stop right there, because where I had the game fucked up at for a long time was having expectations of others that I wasn't willing to expect of myself. It's like, well, no, that's not how that goes. So, a lot of that. So it was very intense energy. And the reason why I bring that up, so I did share, well, that doesn't matter, but a lot of sacral blockages for me, because your sacral here is directly correlates to your throat chakra, right? So saying how we feel is very important. And for me, that was shut down at a very early age. So I, over time, have gotten fibroids, and then bitches got big, because there's so much, and they're getting better now, because doing the spiritual work to clear out that energy in my sacral was necessary. But so much pent up energy in my womb space, in these fibroids. And it's like, when I think about, and like Spirit showed me and broke down to me like what was being encased in the fibroids, it's like, wow, that's a lot. That's a lot of shit. So I can see why they got to the sizes they did. But so a lot of that has been coming up. And now last month, my cycle was not heavy. But this month, it was like, and it dawned on me, oh, the full moon, because all of these are some like core values that I had been addressing that were coming up for release with my moon cycle this time, right? And I want to, the reason why I'm sharing that is that if you are someone who has a cycle, and your cycle, who has a cycle, I didn't understand the power of the cycle, and I didn't understand the power of my moon cycle being in tune with the moon cycle, and the fact that at the time of the full moon, I'm here releasing as well, and that all of those things that have been clearing out are literally clearing out. I was like, God damn, that shit is fucking magical. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. That is magical. And it also got me thinking about like, how awesome is that we are in tune with the moon cycles, and that our bodies are doing these cleansing rituals along with the moon and the walk. Like, it's just like, wow, that's so phenomenal. And the fact that like cycles and bleeding have been demonized, and it's like, you're gross, and that's something to be ashamed of. It's like, nah, I bled out. Not literally bled out, but you know what I mean. Like, cleared out all of this stuff. My body is cleansing herself, and I'm still here to tell the tale. And I'm releasing things that I've been working on in my practice. What? And it's like, looking back, if I would have known how powerful our moon cycles are, baby. But that's why hindsight is 2020. So I'm grateful that I got the understanding exactly when I did for such a time as this, because it had to be now. But it's felt like a deep cleanse. Like literally like somebody just coming in and like energetically in this full moon energy. And so that is why this makes so much sense, that this would be the energy now, because we have been like in the Mariana Trench, being cleansed and purged and scraped. Like it really does feel that deep, because Scorpio is that deep. But on the other side, and I'm no need for worthy and clear. Okay, that was the message. Huh. That's interesting. I mean, and I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna post this, even though what is on brand? Like, what is on brand? Yeah, what is on brand? Because we're moving and grooving with spirit. So that's the divination of the day. Okay, that's the one. That's it. All right. Well, I look forward to reading your comments, to see how you are feeling in this energy, in this freshness. That's what we're gonna talk about. Thank you. Okay, which I know you know. I know you know. Or you may not know. Maybe it's just a reminder, because we all need reminders sometimes. I am raising my hand as well, because as spirit talks through me, spirit is talking to me. Yes. Okay. What we focus on grows. What we focus on grows. As within, so without. As above, so below. If you do not focus on something, does it exist? Like, if you don't, let's say there's someone, hypothetically, in Timbuktu, there's a man there with an orange shirt and yellow shoes and a raincoat, but you don't see him. You've never seen him. There's not a camera there to tell you that he exists. There's not a news crew telling you that this man is here, and you know that things are really, really bad, and all of these things. I don't know. We've created a story around this man in Timbuktu with a raincoat and some yellow shoes and an orange shirt. I hope that I still have the colors right. If you never saw that, or someone never told you that that man exists, would that man exist? There's such like a Programming does what programming does. And the cool thing is that we can program ourselves. You can program yourself with whatever you want, and you do it. We do it every day. So if we want to experience certain things, why not focus on those certain things? And people and knowing that it's okay to not buy into the programming of others. And this is something that I've been having to come to terms with, like knowing when to disengage if the conversation doesn't serve my programming, and knowing that it's okay. Like sometimes you might have to stand alone, because if everybody else is saying that it's doom and gloom and you're like, nah, I see sunflowers and possibility, and I see this. It takes a different type of courage and mindset, and like standing on the square to own that shit. And I haven't always been there, because I didn't want to be an outsider. It's like, well, shit, and at that point I have to ask myself, hello, this has been also coming up. What do you desire? What do you desire? Do you desire that the sky is falling, or do you desire that everything is always working out at all times, provisions are always being made, doors are always open that are in right alignment, opportunities are always presenting themselves, Mama Universe always has my back, I am always protected, my family is always protected, no weapon shall form against, and standing on that shit, and it not mattering what the fuck anybody outside, because in Laurenlandia, bitch, because in Laurenlandia, I desire it to look this way. And I like this outrage and this upheaval and this, it's like, and people don't even realize that as we add our emotions to events, that is what charges them. As we provide our vision and we all come together and create the holographic universe with our agreement to this thing that is being projected, and we say, yes, it is so, then it is so. But what happens if you turn the TV off? Like, what happens if we turn the TV off? What happens if we turn the TV off? I don't know, but I do know. But it's just like, yeah. And being okay with being okay with being different. And there are like-minded individuals that are existing in their abundance. And that, you know what, y'all? Because yesterday I lingered again. In my mind, I was just running errands, and I ended up going to the lake and sitting there, and just like, and there was a man there, and he was playing his guitar, because my intention is always to catch some live music. I love live music. And live music on the water, bitch, like, what else can one ask for? And so I went, and I was like, oh my God. And the word linger, right? So being very slow in my pace, because I keep or not having to, but like checking in with myself and saying, all right, mama, we there's no rush. getting out of the rush of life, and you got to hurry up and you got to get from A to B and D to D, and you got to be da 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 da. And it's like, that's one thing that I desire in Lauren Landia. We ain't got to rush. Time is always on my side. And what is time? It's always on my side. It's always working for me. So slow down. Linger. Enjoy. Take in the full scene. And y'all, like, witnessing, like, families and friends and children just running up a hill and having a blast, and people fishing, and people at the restaurants, and laughter and music. And I think somebody was having like a baby shower in a tent by the lake, and watching the ships. And then there was like this tiki boat on the water. It was like a floating bar. Like, and I had a moment, it was like, I've been taking this for granted. Because I've been so, I had myself in a prison in my mind of, oh my God, I don't know how to get out. And oh my God. And the whole while, there's this lake right here. And I just had a moment of gratitude. It was like, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful that I have access to this. Like, this is amazing. This is amazing. And I have been taking this for granted. So let me not take anything for granted anymore. Let me linger. And it was like, wow. Wow. And I say that to say, this is why this story was important. Because with all, like, depending on which channel, whose page, you know, life can be serene or life is very chaotic and impoverished. And like, and yesterday, it was nothing but abundance. And I was talking with Mama, and she was like, what do you see? I was like, I see some 18-wheelers. Like, I'm literally, it's like, what do you see? Abundance. Literally at the lake. Water going past where my eyes can see. Transit. Movement. Laughter. Creativity. Fucking enjoyment. Nature, the ducks. Like, what do you see? That is all abundance. And it was just it was a reminder of, like, what do you desire to see? Because whatever you desire to see is what you can see. So I think we're done now. Is that it? That's it. All right. Well, I hope. Ooh, it's 8:33. I hope this message did what the message needed to do. I hope that this message leaves you feeling and because you are worthy and clear. Yeah, we're not going in the journal. Okay. So there's that. Well, I love you all, and I hope Not I hope. May you have an amazing day. May you have an amazing day full of magic, full of wonder, full of surprises in the best way possible. Surprises in the best way possible. And I will see you all next time. Bye.